Yo dudes! Want to eat healthy, save money and time?
We've got you sorted with these delicious breakfast burritos that cost less than €1 per portion depending on where you buy your stuff. Super tasty, really easy to make, and these meal preps, you can put them in the freezer and have them for the rest of the week.
Okay, there's 3 components to this dish, very simple. The first one is a tofu scramble. So we're using a wide bottom pan. I'm going to pop on a high heat. I'm going to go in with a few sprays of oil just to help with caramelization.
We've got 300 grams of firm tofu, and I'm just going to roughly rip it up. This is quite a fun and satisfying thing to do during your meal prep cooking.
Question for you, Steve. Is this a whole food recipe?
This is a whole food recipe, and the beautiful thing about tofu is it's high in protein, high in fibre, and high in plant diversity.
Wow, brilliant. Good one.
And tofu in itself is quite bland, so it really takes on flavour well. Hence, we're going to season this with lots of different spices.
We work with a senior consultant gynecologist. We have a happy menopause course, and she consistently says that she recommends to her patients how important it is to eat soya because they're very high in phytoestrogens and help with balancing hormones.
Okay, in terms of spices here, we are bringing in some power.
So we've got some smoked paprika, we've got half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a nice pinch of ground garlic.
So turmeric is going to make it turn yellow, and the rest are just going to bring nice flavour and plant diversity to this. Mixing it through.
If you do not know this, this is our dear friend tamari. It is an amazing addition in terms of flavour, particularly in fast cooking dishes. I'm going to go in with 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of tamari.
And make sure just to move it around the pan. Get your twin or your partner, or even just get your other hand to work that tamari around, so each little bit.
Now work it quicker, boy!
Right, sorry. Turn the heat down to medium heat. And we're just trying to evaporate that tamari and just distribute that flavour. Nice little pinch of salt in there. Okay, boom, done, ready. Turn it off the heat. First component, done.
Woo, woo! Okay, second component we're going to start with is a pico de gallo.
What does pico de gallo mean?
It means like the bite of a hen or a cock, I think it is, isn't it? Rooster.
Roosters be correct. Actually, that's traditionally often said. One, it's because it's often consumed with like hand, which can look like the beak of a rooster. Second, people can often say it's the chili coming through that's just like a little peck. And third one, you can make up your own assertion there. Anyway, right.
Okay, so into a bowl, we're going to go with our jar of sweet corn, which we've drained.
Traditionally in pico de gallo would be red onion, tomato, coriander, some chili, a little bit of lime juice and salt. We're going to bulk it out a little bit. We're putting some sweet corn through it, and we're going to put a little bit of cucumber because they're in season. It was cheap and widely available. And now, if you can add a generous pinch of salt, it'll draw the glutamates out of the tomato and just make it taste a lot more rounded.
Glutamates.
Jeez, lovely colour, nice freshness, seasonal veg. This is going to add a juicy plant vibrancy to this dish.
Beautiful. It actually really does look good. And finally, our third component is refried beans. So we are starting with black beans. I've got 1 tin of black beans, 250 grams, adding them into a nice wide bottom pan.
We rinsed them, didn't we?
We did rinse them. We rinsed off all the fart juice.
And is the heat on?
The heat is on at full power. We're going to go in with a nice pinch of salt, just as we said, season as we go. It's a consistent theme.
Now, if I was someone that was worried about my sodium intake, would I just reduce the amount of salt in this recipe?
Great suggestion, Stephen. Listen, you're
so like
brilliant.
You can adapt recipes to your palate.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, that's great.
That's great to know. In on top of my beans, I'm going to go in with 1.5 tablespoons of tamari.
Yep.
I'm going to go in a small, tiny little bit of garlic powder, and we're going to add in a little bit of water.
Okay. So I've heard beans are quite high in protein, approximately 20% protein, and they're really high in carbohydrate.
Starch, so that's why they're very good at being mashed. I find mashing them really good.
So what do you mean by starch? I'm a bit confused with starch.
So starch, so you've got 3 macronutrients. You've got protein, carbohydrate, and fat. And beans are often considered carbohydrate or protein, but they're actually mostly carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate, because they're really high in fibre.
So do you mean by starch then that that's going to help thicken the water in the tamari?
Brilliant.
Okay, gotcha.
Jeez, that's fantastic. I'm going to knock that off the heat because I do want a little bit of moist.
And so again, season to taste.
Yeah, it should taste fantastic.
Wow.
Umami city. Now, if I had a lime, I'd add in a bit
of... a lot of flavour, my goodness.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. I'd add in a little bit of lime if I had some too. Okay, so what are we going to do first?
We're going to heat the burritos, so as they cool, it prevents them cracking.
So I'm going to go into a wide bottom pan. We're going to add one of our wraps.
Okay, once our burrito or our taco or tortilla, once our wrap, sorry, that's what we call them in Ireland, starts to go a little bit brown, time to plate it up. On top of it, we're starting with a base of our refried beans. This is like our starch, our flavour bomb. This is...
So this is going 6 ways, so we want to be a little bit frugal with it.
Next goes our pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo.
Next goes our tofu scramble.
Wow, looks good.
And finally, if you do have any hot sauce in your house, I think it's just a nice little bit. I love a bit of hot sauce. Just a little bit. Okay, time to wrap it up.
Okay, so the next step, we're going to wrap our wraps. that was good, wasn't it?
That was awful.
I thought that was excellent.
So like your burrito, just roll them, pop in the sides, roll them up. There you are, ready. We're going to tape ours, and we are going to either write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on them, or else just put the date, whichever you would prefer. I just finished it up by squeezing a bit of lime.
Oh, jeez, we're full of the crack today.
Okay, so these can freeze really well, and as we said, just heat them up in the air fryer until they go crispy. Alternatively, you can eat them all now.
But there you have it, €1 burritos that are healthier. They're made with whole plant foods. Better for you, better for the planet. We are the Happy Pear. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like and do subscribe. We consistently put out content to try to help you and the greater public at large to eat more vegetables.
Go forth and eat your vegetables. Thank you for watching.
Bye!